What's going on, traders? Welcome back to another video. Before we talk about AMC stock, the short interest, the data, headed into the big day of the annual shareholder meeting tomorrow, let's quickly go over some of the decisions the Fed made today that are definitely important that you have to pay attention to because it's going to be affecting your portfolio, your money. Let's quickly go over it. If you guys enjoy these videos, make sure you slap a like. I really appreciate that. It helps out the channel tremendously. The Fed, again, 0% chance there was a hike, left the rates unchanged. However, the rates and tapering are two different things that you have to keep into consideration. They are talking about tapering. We don't know when, but that obviously comes before the rate hikes, which I quite frankly think might come in 2023. They still have to undo all of the asset purchases they've been doing, 120 billion a month, and if they're going to taper 15 billion a month, say, it's going to take around 8 Fed meetings in a calendar year. So it'll take around the whole year for them to undo all the asset purchases, which leads us to 2023, in which they can finally raise those interest rates. So this is July. Today's July 28th. Possibly by the end of the year, they're going to confirm about the tapering. That's only my guess. I'm throwing that out there. This is another thing. The reverse repo markets is around 965 billion. It's like 10 billion under the end of the quarter or the end of June, when usually you see that reverse repo market start to have some activity, some volume. 74 counterparties participated today, probably money market funds, if I'm being honest. But however, I do think this will cross 1 trillion by the end of the month, or possibly early August, because by the end of the month, the Treasury General Account, I like to call it GTA, just because I remember it, not Grand Theft Auto, the General Treasury Account, which is basically the Treasury's bank account, their balance. This is where the tax money goes, where they get their money withdrawn when they make purchases. It's sitting around 678 billion as of 1 week ago. Janet Yellen wants to draw this down to like 400 or so billion. So there's still quite some billions to remove from this account. Where are they going to park that? Probably at the reverse repo markets. The FOMC announced that they're going to establish this repo facility, which rings a bell to me because I think this was established last year, if I'm being honest. This was established last year, but I think they're making it permanent now. And they tweeted, the facilities will serve as a backstops and money markets to support the effective implementation of monetary policy and smooth market functioning. Basically, I think what they're saying is, if you have liquidity problems, come to us and we'll solve that. Why did they establish this and make it permanent? Is there a liquidity crisis around the corner? That is beyond me. That's just a little speculation out there, but don't be surprised because I don't think this is anything new. And I think the limit on this is 500 billion. Also, this is very, very important because if you guys are watching the VIX has been gaining some activity as we see that China uncertainty, their market's pulling back. U.S. Fed funds futures show market fully pricing in 25 basis points or 0.25%, tightening by March 2023. This is again that year where the rate hikes might come in actually in 2023. I don't know about 25 basis points. I think that's a little too high, especially when you talk about what market we're in right now, which is very interest rate sensitive. This guy even said the same thing, 25 basis points will crash the economy. I don't know. I still don't have any guess on the percentage points, but the year is pretty reasonable, 2023. And it's just I was looking at the VIX calls the other day, and I looked at this, guys, and take a look. August 28th, the VIX, by the way, is just a fear gauge. It's like when the market's coming back, when there's uncertainty and there's volatility, the VIX is definitely going to go up. If you take a look at 2020 of last year when the Rona came out, the VIX, it skyrocketed. I think it almost hit 70 if I'm not mistaken. Look at the calls here for August 18. The open interest. August 18 is not that far off. There's also, I believe, a Fed meeting at the end of August. So if they do implement they do certify tapering talks by the end of August, then these VIX calls are probably going to pay off if the market makes sense and stocks drop, then the VIX should go up. So, but we're in a very uncertain market, so I don't even know what could happen, to be honest. $18 strike price as of now. Look at the open interest on these contracts at 20. That's insane. If you scroll down even more, you have some more at $30. This is insane. People, institutions, big money is definitely pricing in some activity mid-August. So keep that in mind, mid-August. Now let's quickly go over some of the data on AMC. Let's refresh this. 14.98 short interest, guys. We have the annual shareholder meeting tomorrow, in which I think we have a well-deserved green day today, up nearly almost 3% today. We're almost back to that 40 resistance, which quite frankly, I talked about this range. 40 resistance and 34 supports is probably where we're going to be trading at tomorrow. Hopefully this isn't a buy the rumor, sell the news, in which we take a dump on AMC tomorrow. GameStop, I know, got included to the S&P 400. good job for them. But quite frankly, look, we're down almost 5% on this. Good news, bad news, a lot of it is definitely priced in already, in my opinion. Just like with a lot of the earnings too, it's already all priced in. Apple had spectacular earnings and it still managed to somehow pull back. That's just the way it goes. A lot of the earnings can be priced in, and I guess investors are waiting for some technical disruptive innovation for them to actually get excited about the stock, if that makes any sense. AMC, I think, is no different. We're definitely going to be waiting for that news tomorrow. And bright and early August 5th, we have the earnings coming out. That's going to be, make sure you watch my video on August 5th. I mean, on August 5th, not about the date August 5th. I put it out on Monday. Make sure you watch that video. It explains the technical analysis headed into August 5th, which quite frankly, I think AMC can actually break past 45 and reach $50 just based on history of the charts. That's it for this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure you slap a like. It helps out tremendously with the channel. Subscribe if you are new and find any value in these videos. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for another trading day. Thank you.